Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio, and today I'm for the brand new video for you guys. I am going to be kind of talking about Never Have I Ever seasons 1 and 2, kind of comparing and contrasting them and deciding which one is better in my opinion. Season 1 released last year and Season 2 just released a few weeks ago, and I reviewed all of it on my channel in 2 separate videos, so you can check those out. I'll make sure to link them below. But I just thought I would come on here and kind of do one last video because I'm sure we're not getting Season 3 for a while. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this because this is a video I've been planning for a while just because I didn't know how Season 2 was going to stack up to the standards that Season 1 had. And I feel like Season 1 was kind of messy in some regards, but overall, I'm going to talk about this later, I just feel like Season 2 had like a different feel to it, got the more characters involved in the stories, making them more relatable, if that makes any sense, you know? So, Season 1 pretty much focused on Davy, and her dad died and she lost control of her legs, or the usage of her legs. And she was kind of struggling to fit back in. She wanted to have sex with Paxton, and she was enemies with Ben. So we kind of had this whole arc, and then we had Ben getting like a redemption arc. Saw her and Paxton kind of getting closer all the way through, and we saw her friends Fabiola and Eleanor. We saw her mom and their tough relationship. We saw Kamala and her, you know, whatever it's going on there. I don't exactly remember Season 1 that much, but so we kind of have like those things going on in Season 1, and it's really just introducing us to the characters. I thought the humor was fine. If we're talking like, was Davy like interesting? I guess I liked her, I guess, in some regards of this season more than last season, just because, I like her in some regards more in Season 1 than Season 2, just because here you really felt bad for her, but you also feel bad for her in Season 2, but here you could really feel bad for her. Yeah, her dad died, she's struggling with everything. But when it comes to Season 2, I think they do it better in the regard of even having that voicemail play, like, several times. Like, she's still struggling with her dad's death, and I really do like that journey. But I felt like you could more, like, feel bad for her in Season 1, just because it was more recent. And, like, you know, and she hadn't made, like, and she, of course, made some bad decisions at the beginning of Season 2. But in Season 1, I guess you felt a little bit more bad for her, if that makes any sense. I guess I also like in Season 1, seeing a little bit more, how do I say this, friendship drama with Fabiola, Eleanor, and Davy. I guess just like seeing their ups and downs, because when I really think about when Season 2 came around, they just didn't really focus on the friendship as much, and I guess that's fine, but I just wish we got more of that. I think everyone kind of broke off into their separate storylines, and then Anissa came in, and I think that was like the point to make Davy a little bit jealous that this, new girl is coming in and kind of taking her friendships away, if that makes any sense. So I feel like the first season does a better job with like those, that dynamic there with the girls. As far as, I guess I liked Ben last season more. Ben was just kind of like annoying, like in Season 2. I get that David cheated on him with Paxton, he just feels betrayed, but he was just still so annoying. I didn't know where his story was going outside of flirting with Anissa. I was just kind of disappointed, because I didn't hate Davy and Ben. I thought that they could actually maybe work out together if they maybe did it a different way, but obviously that's not going to happen. I doubt it. But although I guess they did leave Season 2 off in a way that maybe they could still switch back, but I felt like they're pretty much making the landing for now. And it's one of those things that, like, although we want there to be a Season 3, it kind of wraps up in a non-cliffhanger way, you know, so I feel like it's better in that regard. I'm trying to think of what... So yeah, I feel like I liked Ben more in Season 1, and I guess I liked Paxton more in Season 2, because in Season 1, Paxton was just kind of like almost like this boy toy, if that makes any sense. And in Season 2, we just got that Paxton episode and really focused on his backstory. And I guess I might be being biased because Ben's episode was in Season 1 and Paxton's episode was in Season 2. So obviously maybe I would like them more in that regard. I guess Paxton was kind of like a Debbie Downer with the whole cast thing. He's got ran over by a car, so I do feel really bad for him. He was just being kind of like down with the whole breaking his arm thing. I'm surprised that's all that happened. Like, he could have died from that, but no, he survived, so that's obviously a good thing. I guess I liked Kamala more in Season 2 because she stood up for herself. I didn't hate the relationship that she had with Prashant, whatever his name is, something along those lines. I didn't hate that relationship, So I guess I liked her more in season 2, just her standing up for herself. Nelanie or whatever, I liked her more this season too because in season 1 I just felt like her jokes weren't as good, if that makes any sense. Like I just felt like she was almost kind of like rude all the time for some reason. I don't know why, but I felt like this season she still had her rude remarks, but I just thought she was more funny, and I really liked how they were able to repair that relationship with Davy and her mom. When it comes to like Fabiola and Eleanor, I guess Fabiola had a good story in coming out, and then her and Eve getting together. But I really liked this season how she got to connect with you know her like Eve's friends, and coming out in a different aspect, if that makes any sense. I guess they also liked Eleanor. I guess she didn't have that much to do. I mean, her story was pretty much just with Malcolm and that whole thing, which he ends up breaking up with her. So I guess I don't really have a comment on her. I just felt like Fabiola just has more of an interesting story, if that makes any sense. And that probably because Eleanor, we hardly even saw her acting this season. Like, I wish they did like a school performance or something, like a play or something, and that we could actually see her do stuff in. I'm hoping we'll eventually get that because we just see her in rehearsals and we don't see her anywhere else. So, whatever. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I really get to the main stuff. We did see more of Eric in season 2, and he is pretty funny. Like at the party, he was like stealing hats or whatever. That was funny. He's stealing girls' hats as a way to try to like flirt or whatever. What else? I guess I like the addition of Anissa. I guess it makes things more interesting, if that makes any sense. So as far as season 1 goes, I liked Ben better in season 1. I liked the friendship between the girls better in season 1. And I liked how I guess I felt like not as bad for Davy. Like I felt not as bad for Davy just this time around because it was closer to when her dad died, if that makes any sense. But when it comes to like Davy and Paxton's relationship, because I felt like both seasons were really like building, because season 1 was building as they got to know each other, and season 2 is building right off of like their breakup or whatever. So like I think I like the season 2 one better, honestly, because it showed that like Paxton wanted Davy to do all of his work at first, but then he decided not to, that he was going to do the work himself, and I think that's really good. Okay, so drum roll please, whatever. I'm gonna say I prefer season 2, just because I feel like there's more dynamics. I liked how the love triangle played out. I think it went better than what I expected. I liked getting more of the girls. I liked, getting more development between all the characters. I guess I like Davy more this time around, I guess, although she's still inappropriate for some reason. Like, I don't know if she's the best main character that I've seen on the show, but I guess she stakes the landing enough that I'm fine with it. So I'm going to get off here. Comment down below, which do you like better, season 1 or season 2? So I'm going to get off of here. Thanks for watching my studio. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and bye.